Stupid hand broke off. Can't popped off. Yeah. Oh darn. It's always something. Stupid. What's my life? It's hectic. Stay on there, dang nabbit. Oh, nope. Swing. Somebody's on. Bob, good morning. I'll put the phone down for a second. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, I'm at the old spot. I had to drain this tank, get the babies out. There's so many different sizes. It almost looked like there was another batch of babies somewhere. Ornatus, Julia Pumas ornatus. So it's so. I was thinking about earlier. I started doing this is when I'm relieved or kind of, I don't know about excited, but taking down more tanks when it used to be always the opposite. Always wanting to set up more tanks, more tanks, more tanks. Now I'm doing a 360 to have much less to worry about, less stress and less utility bills. But all these Bushinos were in 10 gallon. I didn't even know. I start pulling everything out because I have some aunt with a couple kids today coming to get some fish maybe for their tank. I'll tell you about that story. But there's all kinds of shrimp in there. Big Mama, White Cloud, and then the offspring. And one of those honeycomb bushy noses in there, right snails. So, and then I got all this plants I gotta get in the bag. It's actually doing well when I hardly have the lights on here. Oh, there's another shrimp. They're just popping up. Golly, there's two in there. There could be like 50 shrimp. I don't even know. I can't even drain this whole tank. I don't think. I might leave like an inch of water and take the whole. Oh, I see another one. I let it settle down. Oh, there goes flying. There's baby shrimp. There's shrimp everywhere. There's a blue one. Looks like some red, a yellow. It's just a rainbow of shrimp. Kind of neat. Wasn't expecting that. Then I had this Nubius growing out of the eye of the skull, which is cool. Better get that in the water. So yeah, I'm getting. Let's see, so get that one down. I have 3 10 gallons left, maybe none, and then the 125 there, that tank. I have some lady. I think she's coming today to get the tiger severums. So those might be sold today. That big Regani, someone make me an offer. It's an old fish, but he's a good fish still. Needs a home. It's not overly aggressive. Then there's the Monte Cristos. There's a macaw cichlid. Morning, James. What's up? Me, early. Catching fish, bagging fish, trying to get these tanks empty. I took the blower out the other day. I might swap it at the other building, but I gotta put adapters on because it's a smaller pump. I'll have to double check, see how much of a savings If the other ones I half that's going now over there that could do easy 600 tanks. It's more than enough. Morning, Vaughn. And this one was smaller. Can't remember the size, but it's a little bit smaller. But if it could save me $25-50 a month in electricity, I might swap it out. But I'm gonna put this down for a minute. Excuse me. Oh, I got this Nubius grown to this lava rock, which is cool. But yeah, get these plants in a bag before they perish. No, I had a kind of a young guy, supposedly in construction, a couple weeks ago with a realtor come in. He came in twice, so I was kind of getting my hopes up, and I'd get an offer or something, but nothing. And this time of year with the holidays, weather. It's gonna. I think it's just gonna suck, and I'm not gonna get it sold till probably spring maybe. I don't know. I wish it was sold, but I need to get everything out of here, which is I'll go through it. It's definitely a lot less. Every time I come here, I usually load up something in my van. There's a bushy nose in the winter ornatus. It was hiding in this ceramic, like the ornament, like a turtle. I can't believe he fit in there, and I pulled it out, and all of a sudden comes flopping out of there. But he's got kind of like a gold. He's almost like a marble, gold marble. Male bushy nose. Then the ornatus, all the babies. There's a big one. It's like the babies had babies. I don't know. There's some real tiny ones in there. So I got a 10-gallon open. Trying it. We've been selling some fish. Been selling some large peacocks lately, which is nice. So freeing up a little bit of tank space. I brought up a big Luanda yesterday. Big nice male that I had down the hatchery. So I brought up a Nagara flametail or whatever. So trying to make room for whatever's left here. Might as well bag up these guys. All these bushy nose were hiding in this 10-gallon with the white clouds, snails, and lots of shrimp. More than I would have thought. Trying to recycle. I utilize bags, since bags cost twice as much now than they used to be. Never used to think about stuff sometimes, the cost or whatever, until the last handful of years. Bags cost double, rubber bands cost almost double. So yeah, I decided to do the show here this morning because I have to take this stuff over there. It was interesting. Yesterday, had a young lady with her niece and nephew. I guess there's like 3 of them. They got like fish tanks for Christmas, I guess. Well, she called actually first. She was at Petco, I think. And the boy, they're probably 8 to 11 years old maybe, was wanting a shark, like rainbow red-tailed shark. But she said there was like dead fish in the tanks or something, and I don't think she felt like they knew what they're talking about. She didn't know exactly. So they show up. Well, she said her dad used to come to me 20 years ago or something like that. So I was talking to family last night. I'm like, it's somebody else, Anthony or whatever. I'm like, man, do I feel old. when I have like grandkids or the kids when they were young, came with dad. He used to come to my store in North Royalton 35 years ago, whatever, or something. It's like, oh my gosh. Um, so she was really nice, and they were like, what fish? And we normally ask more questions than the customer to start off. Um, how easy? Oh, dogs drive me nuts. So, um, turns out there were only 1.5 gallon tanks, no heater, filter, and they just filled them up that morning. uh, I'm like, yeah, you can't. The red tail sharks and the rainbow sharks are like 4 inches or something, 3.5. I'm like, you can't put those in there. Like, oh man. And oh yeah, they had no idea. So hopefully I got some prime and some cycle, and she got thermometers. There's another kid that has one, so they have 3 tanks. So told them yesterday, get them, see what they're at, how they're doing. The temperature is obviously very important. Um, what they can put in there. So hopefully it's in the near the green. I mean, I've been keeping it like 72 in here. I just bumped it up to degree. I'm coming back here at noon to be open 12 to 3, trying to sell lots of tanks. This 375 needs to go. I got, I don't know, 30, 40, 50, 10-gallon tanks, 35 cubes, 20 highs. I gotta get this stuff out of here. I got everything that gotta come out. I want everything out of here. So, yeah, hopefully the temperatures are right. That's one reason I'm here now. Instead of doing the show there, is I wanted to get these white clouds. So those can handle colder water. Some of the live bears, we got those female guppies and the mollies, even like some of the shrimp. So I want to make sure I have something for them they can put in their tank. I told them to get like one thing or something. The little girl wants like a Pleco catfish. I'm like, well, gotta wait a couple weeks, let that tank cycle some, get something in there. It's too new of a tank. So I'm glad that it came to us because some of these outfits, the chains, box stores, whatever, even some small ones, will sell you just to sell to you anything and everything, and it's not good. Then people get discouraged and don't want to be in a hobby. Like the fish are all dead, they're diseased and whatever. So, yeah, that's never my prerogative. I always want people to stay in the hobby, get in the hobby, stay in the hobby, not put it on the tree lawn, because they got bad advice, service, or bad fish, product, whatever. So that was always a stickler with me. I don't know how I'm gonna do these shrimp. There's like shrimp in these tanks. I don't even know how many. You don't know until you start getting in there. Actually, what I do is put some food in there. Usually break up a couple of those extreme scrapers. But we still got some baby rabbit's foot snails and lots of nyrite snails. I'm going to put food in here and they'll come out for that food. Then it might be easier to collect them, catch them. We'll see. I guess I'll need a bucket. I like the skull with the nubius and the growing out of the eyeball. I gotta put that in a tank somewhere. So everybody have a good Christmas. All 8 of you. What should I'm gonna have to use a bucket. Rock will tear up the bag. Rawr. 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 Sorry, be right back. Let me get some water in this bucket. Lots. I just got water on me. Okay. I'm back. Back to the saddle again. Lava, Nubius, water. Skull, Nubius, water. Now you survive. Live another day. Man, look at all those white clouds and shrimp, snails. That's one big fat mama white cloud. Always been one of my favorite fish. The mountain minnow, originally from like China. I think there's no wild populations left. They're pretty much extinct, unfortunately, because of pollution and whatever else in China. Give them a bigger bag. Yeah. I gotta get to the building. Get that place going. Morning, Dale. Hope you're feeling better. I think a lot of people have the flu or getting the flu. Lucky mine was like a day and a half or so. But I ended up with the cellulitis in my leg. Oh, whoa, 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 let me get back to there. 2 turtles. Hey. 17 days in China, countryside, that'd be cool. Incredible how little wildlife is there. Aw. The biggest polluters on the planet. China. World domination. A lot of that. Crazy. Guess I'm gonna need a box. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 bags now. Gonna have more. Waiting for those baby rabbit snails, which are so cute. Oh, some awesome plants. Yeah, that's been on my to-do list. I mean, I've been in South America, been in Africa twice, Malawi, Tanganyika, been in Australia, good part of Florida, like South and United States. Not too much west though. But Asia countries, Indonesia, Taiwan, maybe China. I don't know. I wouldn't mind maybe someday getting over there. I'm not really into fish anymore. So, I mean, I guess I could like to see how they breed Asian arowanas. You know, they get to have stuff we don't get to have. So, stuff I always love to have. And they got some rare stingrays and then they have the, you know, China's snakeheads, not the ugly ones that eat everything and get big. There's nice tropical, beautiful ones that stay small. You can pull up the videos and the rainbow colors or cobalt blues and absolutely stunning fish that we cannot have because some people do stupid shit, dump it in the freaking rivers and pools and creeks, and it's invasive species and decimate the wildlife, the natural indigenous ones. Snakeheads are federally banned. It's up to $250,000 fine and up to 5 years in prison. So, what are you doing, Howie? Stay out of trouble. So, no snakeheads. They're now invasive species. That whole thing started with the because they sexualized it on like Animal Planet, monster fish, whatever, you know, killer like Godzilla fish. They kind of blew it up, and it obviously, made national news, whatever. So an Asian guy, and I don't think it was exactly determined if they were the pair of snakeheads either were pets and it got too big for the tank, which were the greens, or red lines get big, and they can handle cooler waters. Not our water. They won't survive. Our weather's too harsh. Um, and he dumped them into a reservoir, and tangs. I didn't get. I don't think any much tangs. I mean, I get some Congo black calvis and order gold, red Kawangas, Compresseps, Sunspot Brevis, but somebody's wanting. I don't know if they want them all. I think they're coming today. Um, what else? And then these Julie Ornatus, some of them are sellable, kind of. Oh, lots of Gabi transcriptus I got from a friend of mine. I already had some. Nice Julie. There's still some daffodils left. Those F1 buffalo head stripes, gold stripes or red stripes or whatever they are, which are really cool. So yeah, he dumped these things in a reservoir and end up being a pair, and they can reproduce in a large numbers, and they're very protective eating machines, protective parents, good parents. They try to say on Animal Planet, on the whatever the feature on them, whatever, that they can live out of water for a while. They move like a snake. I've handled them, many times in my early years. I never kept them personally. I'm like, yeah, they need a big tank. They're voracious, vicious, killing eaters. Just they're crazy fish. Knock your top off, end up on the floor, worse than arowanas. And so they said it got into the Potomac River or something. Well, I have an idea. Some kid or somebody caught some. A bunch of these small ones, maybe in the trap or on the hook, whatever. Put them in their bucket, and they're like, "What am I going to do with these things?" And said, "Screw it," and dumped them in the Potomac River. They're red comps, Compresseps. And then once they got to the Potomac River, they've made their way down and bred like rabbits, and they eat everything. They compete with, largemouth bass. They'll eat bass babies. They'll eat everything. They're just voracious. So that the pair of snakeheads either were his pets or he got them at the Asian market. You could buy them to eat them. So whatever. Now it's a problem in many eastern southern states and down to Florida. You have to kill them. You catch them, you automatically kill them. They want you to catch them and kill them, eat them, do whatever, cut the head off, and yeah, just like the Burmese python is a huge problem down southern Florida. So there's shows on those hunting Burmese pythons, and yeah, it's unfortunate. Some people let that stuff loose that ruins everything for everybody else. Or some of that stuff, like up here, the zebra mussels, the round gobies, some of this other shit, that's not from the pet industry or people. That's from ship ballast. So some of the things in Great Lakes or some things that's become a problem is because shit like that, or the government introducing Asian carp, and now it's become an issue. I don't know. If I gotta say something for these kids, if she comes today, there's a bunch of shrimp. One, two. Oh my goodness. Where are you guys at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. six young ones and a big mama, maybe 7. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have room to be shipping in large orders. Well, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. So people come and buy stuff, livestock, dry goods. Um, I like to get certain things in, but it's a challenge because I have less 200 plus less tanks than I used to. So I have to be very picky on what I order, and that's fine because I used to order things just to order, and it sits here, or order stuff that people said they wanted and don't buy. So I might do an import in the very near future, but I need stuff even for like maintenance counts. So I'm gonna be. It's unfortunately I have to tell people no on a lot of things, or sorry I don't have, and I'm not getting. So there was a customer, old customer, got in saltwater for like 10 years. Now he's obviously lost the tank. Something happened, crashed or whatever, and he did very well, propagating coral, whatever. Now he's going back to fresh. So I don't know if he'll be in today. The green neons and cardinal tetras. He wants community fish. A lot of people want community fish. So I mean, I get some things out of Florida, I guess. I rather get stuff out of Florida in the States than importing because it's so expensive and the amount of stuff you have to buy. But problem is, the customers don't always want to pay the price. It's a challenge because I buy stuff, and especially if it's good, but it costs more. So, but I like to get some roseline sharks. White clouds would be a good fish. I don't get really a lot of people. I had one person so far that I know of that came in and asked for a betta, looking for a betta. I sell bettas cheaper than anybody around. I've actually sold bettas as little as 99 cents before, less than wholesale, and they just bettas were never a good seller for me. I don't know why, and they always look pretty damn good too. Came in every once the one in my dojo, the bathroom, that black one with little silvery white highlights in it. It's a badass betta. One grandmother kept wanting to buy. I'm like, nope, I'm keeping that one. That one's mine. So yeah, I maybe clown. Somebody's asked for clown, and it took us forever to sell the ones that we had before. Of course, I paid more, so they were more expensive. And I'm in business. You got to make a profit. It's supposed to make a profit. I know people don't want us to make a profit and they want us to be in business but not make a profit. Isn't that asinine? They don't say that out loud. People don't say that out loud. I wonder if I could turn this camera around with this thing on here. Oh yeah. So there's shrimp right there. I threw some little pellets in there. There's the baby rabbit foot. They're so cute. There's another one, bigger one. There's another one on the algae ball. Oh, there's a bigger one back there. I already brought like 6 or 10 of them the other day. I'm not sure what's in there. There's definitely nerites. I don't know if there's any nice cryptocara plants. And Val. I don't know if there's anything left in there. I don't even have a filter running on some of these things. I have this one going. I just had little air pumps. I turned off the blower, so that's what I come in today. Between hopefully selling some stuff here, is I got to unscrew and take all this piping out all around, and I'm gonna break down this wood rack. I think I was trying to sell it. Somebody wanted to use it for their fish room or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I got those tanks I'm keeping, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. Those oddball 30 breeders. I don't know if I should hold. I don't know. Get rid of everything, or I'm going to hold on to some stuff. But got these 35 cubes. That's an oddball, like 16 gallon. Some 20 highs. Yes, I did. I only had like 6, 7 people come in Christmas Eve. everybody bought something, so I sold uh, a few fish. So some peacocks and I mean, it was a decent day. I was working by myself. Um, pallet racks. I got 2 sets. What are they? 90? Oh, I thought these were. Oh, I told somebody the wrong size. These are 90 inches, 93 inches total by 18 inches front to back and 8 foot tall. 3 beams, $150 a set. So each beam can hold like 3,000 pounds. So, yep. I might have all these 10 gallons down, so I'll be down this 125. I put a heater in here because I turned the temperature down. I'm fighting, anybody knows I've been complaining. I always complain about the utility companies, but they're worse than ever. I was supposed to have a lady come and get the pair of Red Tiger Severums today. But, oh, I gotta take some of these tops over. Someone needed tops that were from a 125 that I bought. Gravel, $10 a bag. There's 25, 50-pound bags of gravel. There's color gravel, natural gravel, bags of blue that were from our tank, some natural. I had somebody buy like 10 bags one day. Oh, there's some used sponge filters. Obviously, lots of 10 gallons with the built-in filters. A lot of this rock. I'm just going to take the other building. But I got to break down all this stuff, get all this other stuff. All these pipes got to come down. This is what's left. It's on sale at the other building as well as here. So I have a lot of stock of these fluval pads, biofoams. So probably too much. And so it's deep discounted. Couple heaters left. This is what's left of the old store. Some supplies, 40% off on these pads right here, whatever, and 30% off on the Python stuff. So bulbs, $1 a piece. Light fixtures are like 20% off. Then these ones are half off. These are oddball. There's a current. Then I found another brand new light fixture. I gotta look what it costs at Aquil. It was in the back room. So finding stuff that's like a treasure hunt sometimes. Some miscellaneous supplies. This stuff's like half off on the goldfish bowls, solid glass bowls. Half off on this resin decor that's over here. I think I have it half off over there. If you pay cash, it's 40% off. You pay with credit card, so it costs another 10%. Still some Fritz left, Flourish, odds and ends stuff. Try to keep my pothos plant alive. I took a piece home the other day. Probably put in the turtle tank, but 3 times I've taken pieces off and it ends up dying on me. Try putting it in a fish tank. It's done so well here. Here's a couple. There's one of the 75s. I think there's 2 75-gallon tanks left. $80 each. These plants are half off. These packs. Some rock. Some stuff left. Wood. One 32 flex left. 380. Flex 15. There's one left here. 160. 104, $105 for the 9 gallons. There's 2 left here. I took some kits over there. They're deep discounted. Actually, someone's supposed to come and get the 10-gallon one today. I don't know. You hear me complain about Facebook Marketplace. Some food's left. I kept some Extreme over here in case someone shows up. Because I have people still coming here that haven't been by in a month or two, didn't know I moved. Some people's gone to the wrong door, gone to the dojo side, and turn around and left because it says it's closed. They don't pay attention, and I have an orange sign. A guy almost left. He turned around, double checked again, and then he went to the other storefront on the right. And he's seen the little orange sign. I need to make a bigger sign. Fish next door. So on street parking. The bi-level, I'm asking $3 grand. One of my favorite all-time tanks. Needs a little clean up, but I got to drain the water out of the wet dry. Um, this cool 70 plus gallon cylinder tank that was set up for an hour. Has a wet dry system and pumps. Few things left. Lots of 10 gallons. I have a 33 gallon long. One of them. That's a great tank. 35 cubes. 20 highs with the built-in filters. That oddball 16 gallon. 55s. One, two. How many 55s I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 55 gallon tanks. 6 55 gallon tanks. 7, 8 55 gallon tanks. Holy jeez. A brand new 55 gallon, only $150 plus tax. 20 highs, 10 gallons with these built-in filters. I still have some substrate left. I'd rather sell it than carrying it over to the other building. A couple of the small little tanks, cheap. I got lots of glass tops. There's a bunch on a shelf in the back. A 70 gallon, roughly 70 gallon flatback hex with a wet dry system. Set up 500. I dropped the price on this one. Originally I had 1,400, $700. It's about a 90 gallon with built-in filter system. It's nicer, it's taller, and it's a built-in filter. This oddball acrylic that had a daycare once. You could use that base. Trying $150. 10 gallon tanks, $15 each. 10 or more for $10 each. With the filters built in. They need cleaned up though. Obviously. I'm keeping that wire rack. Oh, these wood shelves. Custom built, heavy duty wood shelving. 2 of them. The counter is for sale. Custom built counter with glass shelves on both sides. Yep, I'm gonna get these I get these tables break down. The rest of the shelving. Oh, I got more posters to take over. I just sold 2 on Christmas Eve. That's what I have left, I think. Then there's some oddball glass tops. Even says Perfecto on some of those. Aquians, Seporas. Glass tops are expensive. They're as much as the damn tanks. But yeah. So I gotta get all this stuff out of here. But I gotta get to other building works. Yeah, there's still stuff back here. So breaking it all down, more back there. It's amazing what you accumulate over the years. So sponges from the tanks. Yeah. Pretty wild. And got all these lights out. Fight with the utility companies. I need them to adjust my budget on my gas bill. The lady was nothing but a pain in the ass. And the electric companies got to send somebody out, and they said they can't get to the meter, but they got to the meter in September and October, and no problems. But then November, December, which is easier to get to it because the leaves are all, I don't know, just stupid people. Tons of stupid people. But yeah, this is it. Getting it done. All right, what else? I was debating on being open New Year's Eve. I'll be there, I guess. I don't really have a whole lot to do. I don't party, so guy coming anyway. So I'll be open 11 to 3. I'll have some tickets, scratch offs. To hopefully someone can win up to $500 time spree. Might win $5, $10. I don't know, 25. I forgot my son. He won $10 this time. Christmas, I give the tickets out, whatever. And last year he won $60. So it's fun. So yep. Oh, this. Somebody buy that 375. Beast of a tank. Put a lot in there. A lot of cichlids. Or a whole lot of neon tetras. Or guppies, whatever you want. How about shrimp? Put like 3,000 shrimp in that thing. Put some high-end lighting on there and live plant. I wouldn't mind doing a big. I always thought about it. Thought about doing my big one at home. I have a tank like that. It's not. It's 2 foot wide, and it's 8 foot height, whatever. And I thought about making that a community tank. I never had a big community tank. You know, they're always like 55 gallon or less. You know, kinda. So it'd be kind of wild doing a big, like 300 or whatever, a big tank, just loaded with like tetras and reservoirs and stuff. That's something I like to get in. If I do ship in, maybe shipment down the road is some Harlequin reservoirs. There's some different stuff that, you know, comes from Asia. Plastic tanks are amazing if they do well. If they die, then it's a mess. And getting the right balance, right lighting, and the right, you know, dosing, and if you get into the CO2, then it's work. Then you got to go in there, trim and regulate it and all that stuff. Then it becomes a little bit more maintenance. But I like Nubius plants, Java ferns. Yeah, I mean, plants help. I mean, obviously, these tanks, some of these weren't even running. It was just the live plants in there. And I don't even have the light on. Like on Saturdays for a few hours. And when I come in, I turn the lights on. I'm here an hour. And a lot of stuff is actually thriving. Amazingly. So, natural filtration, natural oxygen in the tanks, whatever. So, all right, fishy folks. I'm gonna get going. I gotta get to other place and get started on some work before opening. Cryptocarans are great. Jungle Vow, Nubius, Java ferns. Those are all good. Usually sturdy, hardy, medium low light plants. They don't need a whole lot. Iron is good. Maybe some flourish or something. I only dose my headboard tank like once a month. I do a couple bucket water changes, and I don't have a heavy bio load. You know, there's enough waste from what fish are in there that naturally feed the plants and stuff. So, and the light's not on 24/7. That's another thing. Balance. All right, y'all take care. Have a good weekend. If you're local, hopefully come by. We're open 11 to 5 over there. I'll be here from 12 to 3. Hopefully people buying some shit. I need to get rid of these tanks. Gotta get rid of everything. I mean, somebody buy it like all. Bring it in a big fat envelope with some of that green stuff in there. I would make you a deal, I think. So, and I gotta break all these racks down still. Those are some heavy duty. Those are thicker, twice as thick beams on there. Now, someone was talking about this racks here. You can get these uprights cut in half. That's what I did on these. I had the place that was on the east side when I bought all these units and stuff. Is they had an on-site welder, whatever. So they got a cutter, metal, and they actually had to weld the plate on the cut one and put a plate on there. So if you had somebody could spot weld that or something, or somehow put a plate on there, and then once you put the weight of a tank or something on there, it ain't going nowhere. So if you want to cut these in half, you end up with, by these two sets, you end up with 4 sets almost. So, or use them in your garage. That's what I'm keeping a bunch. So when I'm trying to retire and I get me a pole barn type thing or something I'm building, and with all my stuff and equipment, and I'm living off grid basically, so I can organize and have stuff. I don't know, or my future businesses maybe, or something. Don't know. Find out. All right, y'all take care. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Open 11 to 5, State Road. 12 to 3 over at the old place, trying to get rid of the old stuff. Tanks. fish room tanks and stuff. And then Monday we're open 11 to 5, Wednesday 11 to 3, and then back Friday 11 to 5, Saturday. Now I'm gonna change Wednesday hours. I'm going to 1 to 5. It's been slow on Wednesdays, and some people don't come until later. So I'm gonna go 1 to 5 on Wednesdays. Won't be opening up at 11 on Wednesdays after the first of the year. So see how it goes. I gotta adjust things and you know gotta pay the bills and try to keep afloat. So all right, y'all take care. Thanks, appreciate you. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'm out. Bye.